Happy Monday, everyone. So after I posted the note videos, I figured that posting a study guide video would be helpful as well. So here we are with a study guide, and number one, I'm just going to leave that up to you because all of these definitions you can find in your notes. You just have to look for it, and don't feel like you have to recopy those if you don't feel like it, but if you need extra practice, by all means, you can write those down. So number two is where we're going to start. And number two, what are the 7 criteria of life? So from your notes, if you remember, let me get my notes here. The characteristics of the living, these are the 7 criteria. But rather than just it saying characteristics, criteria is the wording that was used. So every living thing has to have cells, adapt to surroundings, and that's what humans are really, really good at. That's why we're able to live in a lot of different environments. We have to respond to stimuli. Remember these defense mechanisms that we have. If someone hurts us, we feel pain. If someone throws something at our face, we automatically close our eyes. Things like that. Energy, so everything living has to have some kind of nutrients that they are going to take in for their body. They have to be able to reproduce. They have to be able to grow and develop, meaning that they start out as a baby, if you will, and then they grow into an adult version. And then they also have to have DNA, of course, because DNA is what our instructions are for how our body survives and why it looks the way it looks. So that will answer number 2 on your study guide. Okay. And then number 3, what does DNA provide to a living organism? So again, this is the instruction book, if you will. So anytime our cells have to reproduce, they reproduce by using DNA as the instructions on how to do so. So every time we lose skin cells or blood cells or any other type of cell, we have to make new cells to replace the ones that have died. And the way that we make those new cells is we use DNA as our instruction. Gonna go in the other room, buddy. Sorry about that, guys. Number 4, compared to other molecules, is DNA big or small? It is very, very big, even though you can't really see it with your eye, of course. It is a very big molecule. And remember, molecules is kind of like a chain of atoms that all get connected. And DNA is a really, really long chain, so it goes on and on and on. About how many atoms are pieced together to make up DNA? So think of the term millions. There are millions of atoms that make up DNA. So that is why DNA is considered to be a very big molecule, because it has millions of these little chains that connect. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? So number 5, what is the smallest unit of matter? Gray. Sorry about that again, guys. So matter, the smallest unit of matter, not life, but matter, would be an atom. I'm just going to pause this just for a second so I can take care of my crying child. Okay, welcome back. So again, number 5, it was atoms, because it is matter, not life. The smallest unit of life would be cells. Atoms are technically not alive until they are able to make connections with other things, and then those connections make cells, which is when life happens. So number 6, what is the term used to describe the structure of DNA? And that is a double helix. So remember, if you have a ladder that has been twisted Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see with my hands, but that ladder has been twisted, so we call it a double helix. Number 7, DNA is made up of 2 basic parts, the backbone and the nucleotide bases. So which part stores the information? So this part is the center part. It's the most important part, and that would be the nitrogen bases, or you can word them as the nucleotide bases. But that's the good gooey center where all the information is held. And then the backbone part would be the phosphate and the sugar that makes up the backbone of the double helix. Okay. Number 8, be able to name the 4 nucleotide bases. So again, that is adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. And remember, the adenine and the thymine are married. They have to go together. And then the cytosine and the guanine are married, and they have to go together. Number 9, so that's what I just actually answered. So which one's paired?